segments because you get a chance to rest through the first part of the climb.
I may not smash it.
That's also fine.
Yeah, I got nothing to smash.
I was gonna say there's gonna be plenty of people here who are smashing it, and you're probably still faster than them. Although you probably would like sprinting against Aaron, especially uphill.
Dean, do you have a kicker bike?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know if we talked about this. I got one in December. So.
You need some crank arms.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had all the crank arm issues. No, I'll explain when we get up this hill.
Okay.
You hurt your man bit?
What?
Is that why you're not telling me?
No.
Is it?
I need to fucking breathe. That's why I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. We're being recorded.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Better not say something stupid.
No, we're fine.
We're kind of used to it from you, May. Don't worry.
I was asking because yesterday I felt I don't know if it happened for sure, but it feels like it could have. Where a different profile was sort of loaded into the bike. Do you know what I mean? Like the gears weren't exactly the same as they normally are.
I had that happen once or twice.
And it was fucking with me. I was like, because normally I'll ride in like 2.8. Like I have like a 10-speed setup here. So I normally ride in like a 2.8, and it was yesterday I was struggling in 2.7. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway.
Yeah, I had that happen a couple times at the beginning when I was getting that stuff set up, and then it didn't happen anymore after that. So.
Have you ever also gotten like an error where it just like you ever get an error message on your screen? That little screen with the numbers?
No.
That's happened to me twice. During a race once, I had to get off the fucking bike and like unplug it, plug it back in, and get back on again.
Oh, that's annoying. Most of the times the unplug replug happens to me when the cleaners come by and accidentally unplug the cables from the bottom or things like that as they're cleaning.
Are we coming to a smash section soon, dude?
Yes.
Okay.
Like 100 meters.
Oh, beautiful.
Sorry, I should be
You better send a message.
Sorry, distracted you.
That's fine. I'm gonna slack with you anyways. Slow down, Bill. I wanted to pass you on the climb.
There you go.
After the new Kikagaya bike, they have the crank arms. The holes are farther apart now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a couple of those new ones already.
Did you guys start later yesterday, Bill? Your TTT?
No,
Usually you guys are like 2 minutes behind.
5:13 we were.
Okay, so you were 3 minutes behind. I thought it was like a boy, I died or can get to the fatigue KOM. Almost threw in the towel. Our puller red couldn't ride. So we actually had to take turn pull. Not that following him was easy anyway.
Yeah, I saw you guys were busting some good times last week.
Yeah. The cryogen though, every week we always like they pass us, we pass them.
Oh,
It's
really?
always like a effing this and they didn't show up yesterday.
They were scared of you. You hit them too hard last time.
They're definitely a climbers group because every time they catch us, it's always on the climb. And then on the flat, basically they just made Red mad, right? So we're chasing him.
Sometimes that feels not so hard to do. Make Red mad.
Oh,
Are those what is he, Swedish? Those national things
yeah.
over?
Yeah, yeah, he finished first. He shared with somebody else, so they're tied for first.
Individual, you said? He came in first?
Yes, individual in Cat A.
Wow.
I
Wow.
think there were like 6 or 7 races.
Yeah, I missed the updates on that.
How far back are you, May?
I'm doing zone blue, zone gray zone. I tried pushing over three and said nope.
No, I'm just debating.
Don't worry.
I need to
At
tighten my
least,
crank arm, and I'm debating whether I have enough while people group up, enough time to do that, or whether I should
I'm at least
reset.
135 behind somebody, so don't worry.
Okay.
I have about 10 people behind me.
Okay.
Jesus, somebody climbed this shit in 241 millisecond. What the fuck?
Is that Aaron? He was moving. He was 30 seconds ahead of
Something
me,
like
and we
that.
started. And we started at the same time. His brother's here too. They're both good. We raced them in. I say we. GS2. Bill probably raced them in ladder.
Oh boy.
A Tanganin or something like that.
I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar, but I'm not too good with names other than Dave from Herd or a couple other Daves.
Dave from
All the
Herd.
days and the deans.
You fucking jerk. Ride faster. You do that guy a lot, right?
Is that him? I don't know.
No, that's all of us.
Oh, I don't say you jerk. I just say you fuck.
Oh,
I
there we
don't
go.
say it.
Sorry.
I never tell people to ride faster. I just say, give it your best, or
Yeah, only positive,
take me
no
down.
curses here.
Take me. Oh, it's plenty of cursing, but generally in a positive way. Yeah, at the end of the ladder, or not the ladder, at the end of ZRL this week, that was just nothing planned about that statement. But I love it. Like I love it when I'm fucking trying to crush it, and my teammates are passing me. It's fucking great. So this is good recon because that hill comes up quick to the start.
So the first selection could come there. What's the weather like in New York, Bill?
It is. It's weird. It's up and down. Yesterday we had a little bit of snow and then a bunch of ice formed because it started to rain. This week we got like snow coming like every other day. If I don't know if the predictions hold like my weather app's saying, it would be like anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of snow over the next week. We'll see. How about by you? And don't tell me cold.
I just converted to Fahrenheit. It's about 22, which is a nice break
Nice break.
because
Wow.
lately it's been like minus 17, minus 20 Celsius. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
22 is equal minus 6. So
Oh my God.
imagine like 3 times colder than that. And day after day after day.
Wow.
Yeah, I've said enough. And yeah, that's enough bitching
Yeah,
about weather.
we had super cold weather like 2 weeks ago. Like but not even that cold. It was like close to zero. It was like 6 or 7 degrees Fahrenheit. So, but this morning 37, kind of in so around zero-ish. I would say it would be around 0, 1, 2, 3 Celsius.
I'll be riding outside wearing shorts if it's here on here. Well, we're stuck in the glass thing for a long time, eh? I'm still
Yeah,
riding the glass shit.
I'm just thinking that.
So my headphone batteries died, so I went to grab my second ones, which I succeeded at. So now I've realized that you guys can hear me, but I can't get my backup headphones to pair, so I can't hear you at all.
Time to talk some shit about Dean.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't hear us right now, Dean, you motherfucker.
That Dean a-hole.
How does he know we can hear him? I guess he has some output signal.
I think he's fighting hard to catch the front group.
Wish I could U-turn.
Is your kicker bikes the V2?
I guess so. I mean, I bought it in December, so I assume it is.
Okay, yeah, that's the latest.
I really like it. It does change, in my view, it changes my ability, my sort of output, in the sense that it's just so easy to change gears that anytime I do an incline now, I bring it into something like a low number gear and just spin the hell up it. Get my cadence into the high 80s and 90s. Just feels so
Oh,
much
that's
better.
good. Yeah,
Feels so much better doing that
and
than like fucking
you
up.
don't trash your legs either. You
Yeah.
can recover quicker from high cadence.
So I have an extra set of controllers, mate, if you want me to send them to you.
No, I bought it a long time ago. Ever since they could sell it to Canada,
Okay.
and then shortly after they reduced it to 50%. Those
Yeah.
fuckers really just want to fuck with the Canadians.
Good thing you got it before the tariffs.
Yeah. But it'll be a 51st state, then it doesn't matter anymore.
You and apparently Gaza.
Yeah, us, Gaza, Greenland, Panama, 51st, 52nd, whatever.
Yeah, doesn't matter. But we're gonna send the Puerto Ricans home because they're only, they're only a U.S. territory. So Puerto Rico has been fighting to be a state for like half a century. It feels like. I think I just missed the smash bar. So I'm thinking we must head back up into those fucking hills again on this course.
I did it. I paired my headphones. I'm back.
You can hear us?
Yeah.
There we go. You did all this while still pedaling?
So I had a double technical. My left crank arm is starting to wobble, even though I tightened it to Wahoo specs. I tried what they recommended instead of my gut, which said tighten the crap out of it. And it was starting to come loose. So it was that, and my headphones died, even though I charged them last night. So I figured I'd stop real quick and try to fix both. And the tightening, getting an Allen key and tightening the crank arm was actually way easier than pairing the headphones. My phone kept telling me that I could connect to the, hold on a segment here, to the neighbor's washer and dryer instead of my headphones. So that was fun.
I wish we had video.
I was looking at the looking at my phone, and it was like, pair with your washer, your dryer, your fridge, your old headphones, my scale from upstairs. It's like, I just want you to pair with the headphones that I have on my face. How's the new mic? Can you guys hear me better?
Yeah, sounds good.
Underwater?
Yeah,
Yes.
sounds good.
I was playing back my own videos, like like a month ago, and I was like, how do you guys know what I'm doing? It sounds like I'm mumbling the whole time. Which, to be fair, maybe when I'm following Bill's wheel, I am, but it's a different problem.
Everybody brings their own audio uniqueness, I think, to these things. Sometimes David Pym sounds like an air traffic controller.
I swear there's a guy I rode with last night. Sounds just like, what's his name? Norm McDonald.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you ride with circuits then?
No, I didn't ride with the shifters. I rode with higher. It's one level down.
Okay.
We had it's kind of fun. There's one guy in like another group who his team had 2 groups of 8, and so he posted in their channel like, hey, if anybody drops, I'll jump in. And we had an extra spot, extra 2 spots, and so we said you should come join us, and we did one of those things where there's a lot of people just doing like chill rides or whatever, but he was like a level down from us, and we wouldn't let him drop on the TTT. So we were just going up that course, and he was like, go ahead and drop, and we were like, nope, we're waiting, and you're not giving up. I think he said he PR'd like every segment on that course. We did there, which I've seen him do it a couple times in Rascals. I think it's kind of interesting. They usually do 30-second pulls, as opposed to like steamers that tend towards 1-minute pulls.
Yeah.
What they'll do if there's a stronger rider is they'll occasionally put them in the pullover twice, which is a little tougher from a lining up and knowing who you're after perspective. But it's actually really nice if you're that person doing 2, because then instead of doing a long one, you have 2 shorter pulls.
How much time between? How much time between those? Go ahead. Sorry.
You usually do it if you had 7 or 8 riders, and that person you have 2 people, so you'd run a rotation of 10, and then have one person at 1 and 6, and then at like 2 and 7, so you'd have probably 2.5 minutes in between.
And they go 30 instead of a minute.
Yeah.
That's fun. We should change it up a little, see what happens.
Yeah. Some of it's probably my bias too. Like, I'm much better at 30-second power intervals than I am at 1 minute. So like for me, it works out much better. But that's just my style.
I feel like Charles will get all pissed off at me if I bust it out for 30 seconds.
That is, I do find when they're going fast, it's a little easier, or at least when I'm one of the weaker riders, if there are people doing double pulls, all that sort of stuff. If it's just like you get on for 30 seconds and then you're done, it sounds a little mentally easier than 1 minute. I find myself skipping less when it's a 30-second than a minute. Just because you can in my head I can look at it and go, you know what it's like 2 or 3 seconds to like get up to speed. You go, you ride, and then you cut off right at your time. But it feels more digestible than like this 30-second may turn out to 20 seconds if I'm feeling weak. Then a minute is always going to be tough.
Yeah.
I feel like that just sounded like a lot of rambling, but I like that you acknowledged it as if it made sense.
No, the point is, I think you should just, I was about to tell you, we should just put you at 30 seconds and use you the best way possible.
Well, I gotta be, I feel like I have a bigger problem with you guys, and that's that I have trouble holding on in general. I rode with steamers yesterday morning, and I made it like a third of the way up the hill.
David Alexander riding with them yesterday?
Yeah. Everybody else made it all the way. My runs this past week have been like ridiculously fast, so my legs were like my leg muscles were sore.
And you were running like
Going,
4 minute pace, but
I think
I'm
that's it.
using kilometers.
I can never convert it to kilometers, but that sounds about right. I was
No,
doing
I know.
640,
Yeah.
650 miles.
That's a clip. That's a very good clip for a training run.
Yeah. I'm debating whether there's a local 5 mile race, I guess tomorrow. I'm debating whether I want to run or not. I need a good qualifying time if I want to avoid the massive crowds around the big race in Atlanta on the 4th of July. If I want to do that,
Huh.
I feel like I'm in pretty good shape to be able to do it. But then again, it's a 5 mile race and I can qualify with a 5K, so I'm not sure if I want to run the extra mileage when I don't have to.
Hold on. So the 5 mile race that's tomorrow, you do it to qualify for a good starting position in a summer race.
Yeah.
What's a qualifying time?
They don't set, so I think it's the summer race is the biggest 10K in the world. So like, there's no chance I would even come close to like winning an age group or even being close to being on the starting line or anything like that. But it's literally got like tens of thousands of people. So, general, what I want to do is if I can get, I think it's the rule of thumb is like 7 minute pace, sub-7 pace. It's 7 minute pace for a 5K. So if I can get close to that, then you get into one of the first 2 or 3 pens where you're done with the race at 8 o'clock as opposed to starting the race at 8:30.
Yeah. So that feels more than doable given your training lately.
Yeah.
Your goal will be run. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, the thing is, there's another 5K that I could do. That's a month from now, and so I'm like debating. It's like, do I wait a month, hope I'm in the same form a month from now, and then try to qualify with a 5K, or do I just say I'm running good 5 mile splits right now, just do it?
Just do it now. You don't know what's going to happen in a month.
That's what I
If you're
said.
healthy, yeah.
That's what I'm
Because you
thinking.
know, kid's going to be sick. You're going to be sick. If you're healthy now, go for it.
Oh, I forgot about the kids getting sick. That's a real problem that could happen at any race.
Yeah. So that's why if you're healthy now, just fucking do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done the New York Marathon, Bill?
Yeah, I did it once back in '95, a long time ago.
How about Boston?
No, that was my only marathon ever.
Okay.
I've done a number of halves. I just never wanted to train for the marathon again.
I'm in exactly the same boat. I did one marathon, and at the end of it, I was like, that was a great experience, but I'm never gonna have the time or want to put in the time to do that again.
Which one did you do, Dean?
I did Atlanta, which is a hilly one. The craziest thing was when I was in college. I was in like pretty good shape at the time. Like my dad was a big runner. When I told him I wanted to do a marathon, he was like, "That's fine, but like the human body is not designed to do marathons. So if you're gonna do it, here's a training plan, and you're gonna stick to it."
Mm-hmm.
I think my last mile of the marathon was at like 7 minute pace, sub-7, something like that.
Wow. At the end too.
That was fine. Yeah, we did my now wife, then girlfriend, organized like a cruise that a bunch of her friends were going on afterwards, but it left out of Miami, so I finished the race, and I sat in a freaking car for like
Oh my God.
6 hours the next
Oh
day.
fuck!
I was expecting to be
Ouch.
so sore, but I was
You,
in such
oh
good
my
shape
god! Yeah,
that I was fine. It was the weirdest thing ever. He was like, "Are you hurt?" And I was like, "Somehow, no."
that's your used legs talking.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What was your time in that race then?
Uh,
Break three?
no, 3:20. I want to say.
That's nice, dude.
I'm probably in. Aside from the like being ready for the distance, like my leg speed now is probably better than it was back then.
Still need to put the mileage in for marathon. There's
Yeah,
no
that's my thing. Is
cheating,
like,
no shortcuts. Yeah.
it's just I remember doing training runs where my then girlfriend, now wife, I would do like 7 mile loops. I'd go for a run. She'd go and like do some homework, have a meal, and then come out and meet me halfway to give me a bunch of gels. She's like, I've been out here doing all this fun stuff, and you've just been running, and you're not even, and you're like halfway done.
Yeah, I would like stop at 7-Elevens or something, pick up a drink, and like stash it for the way back.
Yeah. Are you all planning on coming to the thing in Greenville?
This is like our get together, our real life get together.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, I really would love to do that.
Depends what our two country situation by then.
Oh,
You could be
that's true.
invading us and we could be fucking pissing mad at you. You in general, not you too.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I did have a question for you guys. I had a debate with some people I work with. So there's a guy who I work with who's like a big cyclist, and he was organizing. He was like, "Hey, we should get some like jerseys." So he reaches out to him, Cappy, to like see if they'll custom make some jerseys. And I was talking to a couple of my other coworkers who bike, and and their reaction was like, "That's great. I'm never wearing a jersey for the company that I work for." And so, my perspective was like, "Nah, it's a free, nice jersey. Like, I'll take it, and I'll probably wear it." What's your vote? If you got a nice jersey and bibs for the company you work for, would you A, not wear it at all, B, like only wear it at work things, or C, wear the crap out of it?
Wear it whenever you want. It's a jersey.
Good. That's what
Like
everybody
people
this evening
riding with
said, and
like
I was
pro team jersey and they're not pro, you know? Like who cares? I wouldn't worry shit about what to wear.
there we go.
We'll wear
Okay,
whatever works.
Bill?
As long as it looks good. As long as it looks good.
Well, I get to help design it, so if it doesn't look good, it's my own damn fault.
Okay. Yeah, so I was just thinking, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll leave it there.
No, go ahead. I want to hear it now.
I can't. I was the company I used to work for JP Morgan, and a while back I signed up for some bike tour thing with them locally, and they gave out jerseys, and I never fucking wore it ever. But it's mostly because I never ride outside. It was okay. It was fine. It was just normal. But I didn't want it. JP Morgan kind of has a reputation, I would say. So it was not. Yes, I didn't wear it.
Oh, okay. Having said that, that's true. If you have a MAGA logo, let's say, yeah, that's debatable, right?
No, ours is
So it depends what's on the kit.
it says Boston Consulting Group. So we're like,
You work for Boston Consulting, dude?
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Good. We used to learn about your case studies in MBA school.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, been there for
What do you can?
6.5 years, something like that.
That's why you're on the road all the time. So what? Like, what do you consult on? You specifically?
I
Oh,
do
who's your?
my sweet spots at the intersection of like pricing and supply chain. So almost every project I've done has been either a pricing project or a supply chain project. Um, it's sort of sad because there's some things that I've done that are like I think are actually really cool, but we're not allowed to share like client names.
Uh-huh.
My friends are like, "What do you do?" And I, like give vague descriptions like the one I just gave you, and then I tell my wife, and she's like, "Oh, that one's kind of cool. Like, sounds like a fun project."
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the cooler ones I set up. I helped a restaurant chain that you would know of set up their first ever distribution center, which is super cool. Got to like see them set it up, help them buy all the stuff. It was pretty cool.
You're saying you're like a famous restaurant chain or chef?
Restaurant chain, yeah, like it'd be one that I'd tell you the brand, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've eaten there before."
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's why I'm on the road. I try to stay local when I can, but it's not always possible. The good news is, like, the company's pretty accommodating on stuff. Like, they're not strict about hotels and stuff like that. So when I'm up in Chicago, like, I pick a hotel by the Lakeshore Trail. I have an extra bike up there that I bought from some guy for like $200. It's like a heavy steel frame, but like I can get up early and go. Get up early, go for a ride on the Lakeshore Trail. The weather's nice.
That's cool. I was running there a few years ago, there for a conference.
Yeah. The trail's nice for running too. It's just they have like a special bike lane, which is I haven't seen anywhere else that they have like a Lakeshore Trail has a distinct bike and running lane. So as a biker, you don't have to worry about running being there.
That's
Or
a good
vice
thing.
versa. Yeah.
Because I'm always scared whenever I see a runner or jogger with like earphones. Like, fuck. And then they
Yeah.
suddenly do a U-turn in front of you.
Ah, yeah.
Because in their mind, it's been quiet, so they're just in their own world.
My friend got in an accident doing that. He said he was like, I was biking, like I was running, and he decided to do a U-turn right in front of me, and I biked right into the middle of his chest. And I was like, as a runner,
Right.
I've probably done that. I've probably done that before as a biker and a runner. Like, if you don't turn around before you go, like, you had it coming. Sucks for everybody, but like, you gotta know where you are.
I know most people have accidents on the bike path more than on the road, just from little shit like that.
Yeah, my mom, I can't get her to. She's got an e-bike. And she bikes to work every day. She won't bike on the road because she's afraid there's an accident that's going to happen, and she'd rather be on the sidewalk than on the road. Shoot, this side of the cable is deeper than the other side. I don't like this.
Yeah, it's longer.
Yeah, if you want to break away here, make sure you have a huge gap because there's still a long downhill to the finish. People can still catch you, or a blob can catch you.
I don't know. I feel like with the new drafting, it's harder to catch up low. On the TTT yesterday, one guy who was falling behind, I was like doing personal protector roll for him. I could barely make up 5 seconds on the descent on the pack. They were just flying.
So, what was your marathon time, Bill, when you did your one marathon there?
That was 254.59.
Holy fuck!
That's flying.
First one, you broke 3 right away.
Yeah, I used to be a really good runner. And my age caught up to me. Body breaks down a lot. So a year ago, I just gave up.
Running is really hard. Like, I'm running twice a week now, and it's like I have to time it when I run and shit like that so I can recover for the TTT.
Yeah. So the interesting thing, May, is I know you see my Strava, so you see all these like post-ride workouts I do, which are
Yeah.
all about core work. Like I just have continued the habit of doing them, but they were all that work after a bike ride was to make myself able to run without getting injured.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, anyway, so I just got tired of it. And then like the kicker was like a year ago, I was getting back into it after an injury. And I go for a run. and you guys probably have this, I would imagine, a little bit. Like fucking the next day, I'm so fucking stiff. In ways like biking never does to me. And I just got tired of that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Basically just hurt, so I stopped.
Somebody was asking me the other day if a half Ironman or a marathon was harder, and I was like, I said the half Ironman is like a more difficult event, but the marathon's going to leave your body more hurt.
100%. Because the pounding, and especially if you're racing the marathon, like you're doing your best time,
Yeah.
that like,
But I did like the New York City half marathon a couple of times. And I was really in good shape, and last time I did it was 22. I was really looking for like a New York Marathon qualifying time. Like it was in my head that I could potentially do another one. And like 8 miles into that race, I just had like this hamstring issue that just it wasn't a pull, it was a complete tightening. It just fucked it up, and I just like hobbled the rest of the race through. And that was like the last race I think I'd done.
Yeah, it's tough. Oh, Bill, I was gonna say with your kicker, you should try out. I set up on my kicker, so I have different gearing on my kicker versus my outdoor bike. I
Uh-huh.
can set up my kicker, so I have the like broadest range of gears possible. Something you could never really have on like a real bike.
Yeah.
I find it super helpful if you ever want to attack on descents, because I can set it up so I actually have enough gears to give it a real amount of power on the descents. Otherwise, I'm never in gear 13, but I got enough there that if in a race I ever need to push on the descent, I can.
Did you like pick a profile? Did you like set up something custom for that, or did you just pick something that's like available?
I do custom. I have basically two profiles. I have one that's like, I call it my indoor profile, and that's just like super wide range, 13 gears, all that sort of stuff. And then I have one profile that's a match for actually I have two other ones. One that's a match for my TT bike, and one that's a match for my road bike. So that if I ever like, I have a race that I do in the North Georgia mountains every year. And so like before that one, I'll try to do like some simulated climbs that are similar to that. So I'll actually put in my road bike gearing and go climb some super steep stuff in Zwift or on other platforms. But otherwise I pretty much just stay in that indoor broad range profile.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of a pain to like switch between the profiles, and half the time I switch and then I forget. So
Yeah, exactly.
I figure it's just easier to. Well, that's the finish line. Oh, we're looping back to it? Now I'm very confused. Past the blue gate.
Yeah, there's two blue gates.
Okay.
One after the sprint too. I don't know where the real everything bagel finishes though. To finish with the sprint banner.
I think
yeah,
it finishes with the sprint banner.
the map says I still have 9K left. So, but then the ride ends at 3.5K
Yeah, I think
for
the
me
ride's gonna
anyway.
end. I think the ride's gonna end in 300 meters.
And
That's
that's the
what I'm at.
CRL finish.
Yeah. He
Okay,
usually pushes
so
it.
it's
He usually pushes it a little bit past the ZRL finish, if there's a segment, so people can we're supposed to group up and say thanks, great ride, goodbye afterwards. So
Give my regards. I'm already gone. Sorry.
I completely missed, wasn't paying attention for that segment there, so I booked a solid 2 seconds slower than the person ahead of me, so I missed it as well.
Dean, if you, I don't know if it's possible, but if you could send me like a screenshot of that, of your
Yeah.
gear setup.
Yeah, I can do that. That's easy. All right, I'm gonna get off and go start see if I can get a shower.
Yeah,
Before the
thanks,
kids get up.
guys. Have a good day. You too.
Yeah, thanks for putting that together, Dean.
Bye, Bill.
Yeah.
See you, mate. Good talking to you.
I'm done too. Yeah.